I dropped it, so it sounded cooler.
Did not sound cool. There you go. Delay track.
Hi, guys. We're back. Did you miss us?
Who wants to do the apology? Matt, you do
I'll
it.
do the apology.
Matt, do the apology.
We are unbelievably sorry we did not post last week. We were in Vegas, and then we all got sick because we partied too much in Vegas, and time just got away from us. But we are back now. It will not happen again this season. If it does, we will beat up Brian.
Wait, what the fuck?
So let's get this bad boy started.
I do want to say one thing. It is nice to be back.
We missed
nice
we missed what,
We're
9
back.
and 10, right? Game weeks 9 and 10.
Yeah, but it's nice to be back with you guys. Oh wow, yeah, we got a lot of work to do.
We got a lot to
gentlemen.
cover, so let's get on it.
Yeah. So where
This
do
goes
we-
back to
What's the
October
date?
21st, Saturday, I believe.
Yeah, Liverpool Everton's the first game.
All right, let's
All right.
run.
We're gonna put a cachet out here before we start talking that we're not gonna go in every game from the last 2 weeks. We just can't do it.
Yeah,
It's
there's
just
a lot of
impossible.
games, and we're going to try to keep this.
We're gonna pick up some highlights, some lowlights, and just rip it from there. And then next week we'll have a more normal episode where we have just games to talk
We're
about.
going to
from the
try to keep
weekend.
this tight.
Yeah, we're all hopefully around this weekend. We could watch more games. So that's good. Oh god,
I
here we
spilled my beer,
The two of
so
these,
we're out
these
of
two
practice.
fuckers are already.
I'm gonna quick
You
run
always
this.
spill your beer.
Never
He's an idiot.
spill. It's the first thing I spill.
Shout out Heineken, Miller Lite, and Bud Light.
All right, quick run. Everton, Liverpool. Liverpool 2-0. Nothing really shocking here.
I completely disagree.
Oh, here we
Mohamed
go. Here we go.
Salah.
We
I
say
think that-
we say we're keeping it light and easy.
Everton gets a red card. They
I think
win
that
2-0.
penalty was soft.
Oh God.
Oh, here we go.
I think the fact that Konate didn't get a fucking red was insane.
Go on.
Is there more to that?
And I think
Done?
Sean Dyche was
gonna get
rightfully
fired?
so to be upset. No, I don't think
He
he's
should
going to
get
get fired.
fired.
Because
Fuck
I think
him.
they're going to stay up because we have the
He's-
worst 3 teams from the
Ever.
championship up. But those are my comments.
All right. Rip it. Bournemouth Wolves 2-1 Wolves. This is a game I don't think was very exciting anyway. But
Nah.
another red card in this one. Though. A lot of red cards this season. I will say that.
A lot.
Yeah, the refs don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Lewis Cook got a red card in the 54th in this one. Wolves end up winning in the 88th. That's all I really have to say about that one.
I'd like to see like where we're at in terms of like the season so far. How many reds there's been?
So many.
Like to project it out for the rest of the season, where we would end. You know where the season would end versus like other seasons. Brian, you checking this out right now?
I don't know how I'm gonna.
Alright.
Yeah.
I got
It's
it.
probably like an equation you
Here,
need to do.
what do you want? What do you want to look up? I'll look up the other one.
I'm
You don't
looking
need
for
to figure it
red
out. I'm just saying I'd be curious to see. 'cause
No,
there's
no,
been so
no,
many
no.
reds.
Are you looking up the projected? If you can find it.
cards. Do they give projections?
I don't know. I'll type it in projected red cards. But yeah, no, you're right. There's
I'm just saying like rate per game or something. You could probably figure it out by that.
yeah. Well, that's not what I thought I was gonna get.
We can look it up later. It's okay. I was just
No,
curious.
no. We're gonna do it. But yeah, you're right. I agree with you. Anyone else? Wolves, Burnley, or Bournemouth?
Nope.
Okay. Next we have Brentford 3, Burnley 0.
By the way, 21 red cards.
This year
Yeah.
so far. Jesus Christ, how many were last year? Can you find that out?
Continue.
So I'm still right. My bold prediction stands. Burnley will finish middle of the table this year, right, guys?
No, you're
Oh,
wrong.
fuck. Yeah, Burnley stink. Red card in this game as well. Double yellow, I believe, for Connor Roberts. But yeah, Burnley. It was fun. It was cool. Welcome to the Premier League, and now you're going right back down. Anyone else? Anything to say in this game?
Nope.
Oh wait, I have one thing. Did you see Neil?
29 total in 2022, 2023.
And where are we at right now?
17.
Oh.
And we're only 10 games in.
Was it before I fucked this up? Was it this game week or the most recent game week where Malpai did the most shithousery thing in the
week. I think
week?
it was this
All right,
week.
I'm saving it then. Let's move on. Garrett, can you go into this one a little bit? City 2, Brighton 1.
We watched it half awake in Las Vegas, so I can give you that much.
Give me what you got. Half awake.
We scored 2 early and then really didn't do too much after that. Another red card in this game. Kanji got a double yellow late on. I think Brighton, Fati for Brighton, though, I thought we talked about a funny signing back then, but he scored, so that was kind of cool. Yeah, that's all I got.
Just kind of going off the red card piece, I feel like it's almost the yellow cards are what's flying out so fast from the ref's pocket.
A lot of double yellows.
And they're so quick with the first yellow, especially with players like Akanji who are making those kind of tackles where, he's stepping into the midfield and pulling someone down, and he's got to take that yellow. So I feel like that's why we're seeing a lot more of these double yellows turning into reds.
How do you go from screaming to talking like you're speaking at like a funeral or something?
Like me.
Jesus Christ.
Still hungover from the Chili's day.
Well,
Chili's?
Applebee's.
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 Oh, fuck.
Rip the next one.
All right, Newcastle 4, Palace 0. Palace, I will say this. Yes, they stink.
I don't think they're that bad.
They have just so many injuries in the middle of the field. I feel like they're just riddled with injuries.
I just don't know if they're 4-0 bad here.
I-
Then again, Villa wasn't 5-1 bad at the beginning of the season, so Newcastle's just a weird team.
I think there are just so many injuries this team. That's
And like
the
Jacob
problem.
Murphy had the game of his career right now, like a goal, 2 assists.
He
Like,
looks so funny to me, Jacob Murphy. Every time when he smiles, he's got the biggest grin ever.
I bet you he would say you look funny.
He probably would.
Clayton, you do look kind of funny.
That was rude.
Oh, he's a funny guy. You know?
Another person who's been doing well that surprised me for Newcastle is Anthony Gordon. Like, I think he's had a really good start to the season. I wasn't really sure about the move at first. I know it happened last year at this point, but I thought with Harvey Barnes coming in, he wouldn't get that much time. I think Harvey Barnes is hurt now, though.
Harvey Barnes hasn't done jack. Even when he wasn't hurt, he wasn't fucking playing.
I know.
I
but,
drafted the motherfucker in
Yeah,
fantasy.
he
He
got
didn't do
hurt.
shit.
He got hurt
Motherfucker
in
fantasy.
the end of September, and he's out till early to mid-November.
Yeah.
That
So, I mean,
sounds
Gordon
fun.
did take his chance and is playing well, so he deserves it, I think.
All right.
England call up for Gordon coming up?
No.
No.
They have too many wingers.
Yeah. And there's just, I don't know.
Fuck that, right?
All right, next game. Hey, Luton. They got a point.
Yeah, look at that. And they play Nottingham.
The fact that Chris Wood still scores goals in the Prem is shocking.
The fact that United really need someone to create something, and they had a guy like Anthony Alanga, and now he's just on Nottingham, and
It's because Chris Wood's 6'3", and
he's
he
gone.
just can jump and win headers.
I know.
He's a perfect target forward for one of those teams that have those kind of wingers like Gibbs White and Alonga who can create and do it themselves. And then Chris Wood's either going to poach, or he's going to get a header, or he's going to get a touch at the end.
I mean, shout out for Luton, though, down 2-0 away from home and come back and tie this game. It's a pretty big deal.
yeah,
Any point they get this season is going to be a big deal. I think we talked about that a million times on here, but
Let's talk about it again.
Nottingham away, that's a good point.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go to the next one here. Chelsea
And
and
boy,
Arsenal tied
So-
at 2.
So exactly what Garrett just said, you know, Luton being down 2-0 and then coming back and saving a point. That happened to us in this game too. I would say we looked like absolute shit in the first half. They just looked really bad. Odegaard was pretty much invisible for most of the game. And Chelsea, you know, they went ahead early. I watched the game with Anthony after we had soccer when you guys were
Chelsea
in Vegas.
fan Anthony,
Yeah.
by the way.
Yeah, he's a Chelsea fan. I was like, I just know Palmer's going to score. He scored against us in the Community Shield. I just feel like he's got our number, and he's the first one to score 15 minutes. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And then Mudryk with, you know, fantastic goal cross, whatever it may be.
Yeah, that was a weird
He's going to
one.
claim it to
The
be a
Strauss of the
shot.
century.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was interesting.
I'll say Raya, his positioning was really bad. Then again, like, you're not really expecting a shot from there because it was a
Cross.
cross. But still, like, he looked shaky to me, and then we'll talk about Sanchez too because he looked shaky as well. Second half, we get our goal through Declan Rice. One times it. Again, that's a Robin Sanchez. He kind of like passed the ball out, and I forget who he was going for, but just completely mispassed it. Declan Rice one times it, curves it in.
That was a hell of a finish.
It was
That
a
was
great
a really
finish.
good
It's
finish.
not easy. And then Trossard gets subbed on, scores a late equalizer in the 84th. So, not happy with a point. I feel like we should have gotten more with the state that Chelsea's in right now. But to salvage a point from it, I'm happy. We still haven't lost. So
I will say, though, granted, when this game happened, Chelsea was sort of trending upwards.
yeah,
Obviously, if we go to this week, not so much anymore.
yeah.
But during this game, they were kind of trending upwards.
I thought Chelsea looked good in the first half, and then Arsenal, after that Rice goal, kind of took it to them.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Next game was the last game on Saturday.
Up the 21st, yeah.
I actually didn't get a chance to watch this game. What were we doing? We were out.
We
right?
were at the festival at this point.
No, not on Saturday.
Oh, I lied. We were out, I don't know, probably drunk.
Oh,
Just
Tiesto,
continue.
yeah. Tiesto.
Oh, we were drunk.
Yeah. United win this one 2-1 against Sheffield. I honestly, when the lineup came out, was not expecting a win.
It's Sheffield. Come on.
Look at our back. It was Lindelof, Maguire, Johnny Evans, and DeLow.
You know how much
The
money your
fuck?
wingers and forwards probably cost combined here?
Do you know how many goals they have? Not many. Not
I
fucking
saw
many.
something on Twitter today, which I wanted to ask you guys. Who is the better winger, Pepe or Anthony?
Pepe's had more success.
Pepe,
Right?
Yeah.
I'm a better winger than Anthony. I don't.
Yeah, but
Anybody.
I saw that as a conversation piece.
I was going to bring him up during the City piece because he had that whole thing with Doku.
Wait, what?
We can talk about it then. Let's
Yeah.
hold off on that.
Anyway, like I said, yeah, United win this game. Wasn't really expecting it. Didn't really think they deserved it at times. I watched some of the highlights, not many. The 2 goal scorers you thought you were going to score, right? McTominay and Delo, because we don't have multi-million-dollar strikers up top.
Is McTominay your leading goal scorer this season right
fucking
It's
probably.
got to be close, right?
Fucking probably at this rate, dude. I don't know. This team is just in fucking shambles. I'm so done with them.
He is.
now? Was that 4?
He is 3. Fernandez is 2. Casemiro
That is
That is the
1.
saddest
There's no way
thing
that's
I've
right.
ever heard.
That might
There's no way that's right.
How many goals do
Look
they
that
have
up.
this year?
not a lot. Literally not
They
a
don't
lot.
have a lot.
I thought Casemiro had more than one.
No,
maybe
I don't
last
think
year.
so.
Last season he had a couple.
No, hang on, 23, 24. We have
Yeah, but it's got to be in the
Oh,
league.
we have
in the
11
league or in general?
in 10 games, which is the league. We have 11 goals.
Oh, so if he has 3, he's got to be.
Oh my God, he is. He has 3 goals. Listen, I love him to death. I think it's funny when people shit talk him, and then he has like the performance of the century.
Oh god.
But he can't be your top goal
No.
scorer.
No.
He's also got the most
Bruno
punchable
has
face.
2, and one of them is a penalty.
Yeah, I know.
Rashford has how many?
0.
Remember my bowl prediction at the beginning of the year? Sorry, Brian, real quick. I said like Bruno Fernandez is going to get like, 20 goals and like 15 assists or
Yeah.
something this season? That's not looking
No.
good.
He just had the fucking trajectory of a lifetime
Yeah.
after this
Yeah.
week.
Anyway, I have tons of things to say about United, which I'll get into it.
So we'll rip them. We still have them coming up against another big game.
But I don't know.
2
2-1
points
win.
against Sheffield. That's all you
Yeah,
got.
2-1 win. Fuck it, whatever.
Moving on to
Clayton just
Sunday.
wants to talk. Go on, Clayton. Your turn.
Villa luckily got a win here against West Ham.
Luckily, get away with my ass. We look fucking elite. We look so good. We took him to the cleaners. I was so psyched for this whole game.
Stoked?
I don't know what the
Psyched.
fuck
Is
stoked
that psyched?
means.
Stoked?
This
Pick
kid's-
one, my
I'm
guy.
stoked
Dude,
and psyched.
This
man.
kid's fucking all
I'm a
over
little
it.
bit of everything over here.
Fucking hate him.
I'm really worried we're getting to that point though, and I think we're getting to the point where we're
Menopause?
looking like a good team.
Did you say fucking menopause?
And
Not that point.
not that point yet. I think I got a couple years before then. But we're looking like that team where a player like Ollie Watkins, Douglas Luiz, Diaby, Konza, Matty Cash, they're going to want to start playing Champions League. Martinez, they're going to want to start playing Champions League soccer. And if we don't get
you won't.
there, then teams like Arsenal and Chelsea and City are going to start looking at
Ollie's
it as-
coming.
How the fuck
Fuck
do you
yeah.
start this rant so loud and then just slow?
I don't know, man. Relax.
Hey, but how
over
many
there.
teams right now would take Ollie?
I think Chelsea. I think.
I don't think Chelsea
he would go to.
They're still
United.
waiting for.
I'll take him.
Tony for 100 mil though, or Watkins for 60.
Ooh.
Yeah, but if you have the money,
Yeah.
I prefer Tony, I think.
like,
if
might
money
be-
wasn't
if
an
money doesn't,
option-
yeah, like
If
that's
money's
the thing,
not an
like,
option, yeah,
that's
I'm going
fair.
with Tony.
It's not my money paying for it either.
But
so-
you're saying like
No.
Douglas Luiz and Kamara. You're telling me they wouldn't be great signings. For
But
any
if
of
you're
those
going to go
top
to a team
teams?
and not play, I guess it depends on what your real.
Yeah.
don't take this the wrong way. I think that both of those players could break into probably all those teams except City.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
I would take
I-
Douglas Costa.
I think-
I don't think Watkins breaks
Douglas
in.
Costa,
Not
Douglas
Costa,
Luiz,
Douglas
yeah.
Luiz. Sorry.
Luiz, I think could totally break into Arsenal.
I think so.
He's that good pivot player you wanted
Yeah.
Kai Havertz to be that he just isn't.
So bad.
Yeah.
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 And
Like,
honestly,
not to rip Havertz, but God,
But we're gonna.
yeah. And honestly, the way United look, they probably do need both those players. So I'm worried that we're going to
we
lose
need a lot
them.
of things.
don't worry, they're going to sign some random guy from Ajax.
We need a lot of things, and you're gonna hear it from me in a little bit.
Yeah, but great win. All of my players better stay with us for the rest of their lives.
And Bowen scores again for West Ham. So
Yeah, that was such a BS goal.
you're a BS goal.
We have one more game this game week, right?
Yeah, Fulham
We
Spurs.
we had Spurs 2, Fulham 0. I mean,
Literally, this is the most like Spurs at home, 2-0. Son and Madison score. I mean, could you just like write a more normal?
I'll tell you
script?
one thing though about this game. Sorry, and then you go. Richarlison's assist to Son. I think this is the game where he turned and just like threaded the needle, and Son just pretty much had a 1-1 with the keeper. Was beautiful, if I remember correctly.
I don't think so.
Am I wrong?
Yeah,
here?
you're wrong there.
That could be.
Was it
And
this
the-
week?
I
was
remember
that-
saying like Richarlison's or thinking to myself like he's the biggest like waste of space of a footballer.
Was that this week? He had an assist this,
I don't
this
know.
past week. Because there was one where
The Crystal Palace, he was assisted by Brendan Johnson. Richarlison literally got subbed out, and Brendan Johnson assisted him.
I think you're thinking of Brendan Johnson. Like I was saying before, Richarlison, I remember thinking he's like a biggest waste of space, doesn't do anything, and then he gets like a little touch to Son. He does all the work and then scores. And I'm like, oh, he gets an assist. Like,
Really?
And I think Madison's goal for that was counted as an own goal for Danny Ward.
According to EPL website, still under
Is it really?
Madison. Yeah.
no, Ward is in the next game.
Yeah. We're
He's-
mixing weeks.
He's on Crystal Palace.
Yeah. This
Fuck.
is the Fulham game.
We're talking about the Fulham game.
Yeah.
We apologize
Yeah.
heavily.
Yeah,
Right.
we should. This is why we're not doing this again and missing weeks.
This is too much to keep track of.
So I think I'm right then.
Yeah, I thought we were talking about Palace.
Yeah,
Just on
he
me.
plays a nice
That's-
outside of the
God, he
football.
does not
That's
play a
threading
nice
the
ball.
needle?
He passes the ball to his foot.
I hyped it up a bit. It was a nice outside the foot pass.
That's the biggest needle I've ever fucking seen.
I think you're thinking of the Brendan Johnson.
You're
goal.
probably right. You're
Alright.
probably
Yeah.
fucking right.
Brendan
But
Johnson and
but
Richarlison.
I was right. It was a decent pass.
Same player.
There we go. Yeah, right. All right.
Ripping up.
Game week 10?
Speaking of
Game week 10.
the Spurs and Crystal Palace game.
Oh, yeah,
Spurs and
right
Crystal
into it,
Palace.
Clayton. That was a quick turnaround for them. That's like,
4 days.
yeah, that's crazy.
So who wants to rip the Joe Ward own goal? Would you like to start with that, Clayton?
Yeah, Joe Ward own goal and Son scored, assisted by Brendan Johnson.
IU gets a late scare for Palace.
Thinking of the Johnson assist now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Also, IU signed a new deal, which was kind of shocking to me, through 2025 with Palace today.
I feel like he's one of those guys that's like 35 years old. Like,
Is he not? Because I thought he was like
I think
36.
he is. He probably is, right? I just feel like he's been around forever.
I feel like every year we do fantasy, we're like, who's going to take IU? He's like an ancient man. And then
Yeah.
he plays every year.
32.
He's only
to me,
32.
he's like 48. Like,
yeah, same.
32.
He's been around forever.
he just needs to be old. Like it's like how like Lingard's always young. Like Jordan
Yeah.
Ayew's always gonna be 37.
Yeah.
Like there's just no.
Hey, he was a former Villa guy. I didn't know that.
He was. I loved him when he was
Back
at
in
Villa.
Back in 1974, he was a Villa guy.
He's on Palace for a long fucking time.
It's
Jesus
like
Christ.
Perry Ellis from Kansas.
Played there for 9 years.
Yeah.
But Spurs win again, by the way, 2-1.
All right. Real quick. I'm just going to say it. Tottenham winning the league. Fuck it.
Honestly, for some reason,
Fuck
I'm
it.
still not convinced.
I
They
don't
haven't
really,
played
man.
anyone like that good. They
winning
played
the league.
Arsenal. They got a point away. I mean, that was good. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then who else have they played?
Their next 5 games are Chelsea, Wolves, Villa, City, and West Ham.
That's the real
That's
test.
a better
All
run.
right, we'll know
That's a
something
better
now.
run of
Because who
form.
who else have they played so
They
far?
played Liverpool 1-2-1. Which
Okay.
that was controversial.
Yes.
So that
they-
was the
red
that
cards.
was the goal that
Yeah.
didn't get counted.
Yeah. They tied Arsenal 2-2, and then they beat a mid-table team in United 2-0.
Yes.
Like,
Besides that, it's all like relegation teams.
Yeah, I mean,
Luton, Sheffield, Burnley, Bournemouth.
Like
Yeah.
their wins to me just like aren't convincing. I don't know how to explain it. Like
Yeah. They're definitely
you
playing.
watch a game, like they're playing, getting results.
Tottenham
Yeah.
fans, let me be the first to say congratulations on winning the league and getting a trophy. Let me be the first to congratulate you.
If they win, Harry Kane's going to be on suicide watch.
Yeah, that's why it's going to be funny. Congratulations, Tottenham
They'll
fans.
sign him back in the January transfer window.
Congratulations.
This is the guy who predicts the bets every single week that have never hit, and also predicted Burnley to finish middle of the table.
Whoa.
I thought you predicted Luton to be finished.
Was
in
it
the
Luton?
table.
Oh, Luton. Sorry.
Luton?
It was Luton.
They have 1 point.
Come on, Luton.
They have 2 points.
Whoa.
2 points.
I
Sorry,
don't.
okay.
I don't give out bets every week.
Okay. Whenever you make bets.
Yeah, I'm like 0 for 4. But I got to go in. I got
So Spurs fans, we're sorry.
Spurs fans, congrats.
All right,
let's
rip
go to
it.
Saturday. Brentford 2, Chelsea Goose Egg. What the fuck?
This is so funny.
This is hilarious.
Like just when you think Chelsea's really got their stride, like they're going, they're just not.
No, they stink. This is the game where I kind of hinted at before, where Malpai getting ready to come on. He's warming up, jogging down the sidelines. Chelsea, I think it was like free kick or something, and he just skips past and just kicks the fucking ball.
That was super funny, actually.
I think he got an immediate yellow for it. Men in Blazers walk over and they're like, "Oh, just complete and utter shithousery from Malpai." Does it in the 56th minute. They fucking score in the 58th. It fucking paid off. It's fucking
I think my
awesome.
favorite part is that he gets subbed in anyway on a yellow.
That's
Like how many
insane.
players have been subbed into a game on a yellow?
And he gets an
already?
assist.
I don't know.
Yeah, like that's so funny to me.
His assist was like a breakaway goal that like
Yeah.
He accidentally kicks
Yeah.
away.
Well, some would argue 2 assists because the shithousery led to a goal 2 minutes later. So I'm going to argue it. But yeah, Chelsea, like Garrett said, once you think, okay, we got something going here. No, you fucking don't. Especially at home, too. To get shut out by Brentford is just kind of fucking funny. But getting shut out at home is what I do, too, so it's fine.
All right, rip it. Next game, give it to Dan.
Dan, Arsenal 5, Sheffield Goose Egg.
I don't really have too much to say other than Eddie Nketiah's winning Golden Boot this year.
You know what I can say? The one fucking week he does something is the week I play him in fantasy. It's almost unfucking believable, isn't it?
How much did he end up putting up?
Like 37. I'm like,
Jeez.
this is fucking ridiculous. I
It's
go,
crazy.
I had someone who did something similar.
literally, I'm like, oh, I was in good position because we were coaching that morning, so I was checking in between our sessions, and I'm like, oh, I'm doing all right. I got my watch going up, and Keddy a goal, and Keddy a goal, Keddy a goal. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
I mean, I'll give it to him. Like, 2 of the goals were really, really nice. Like, the first one, Rice, like, basically shot a ball into him inside the box. He had, like, a really good touch and just had to place it in. And the third goal, I think it was the third. He had a rip from, like, outside the 18 that, you know, whoever the Sheffield's goalie had no chance of saving. So, I mean, while Jesus is out, he's one of those players that I feel like I'm hard on, and a lot of
I still think he's not great. He's going to have to get
But let me say, he has a hard on.
I heard hard on.
I'm hard on.
Wait, you're hard for him?
I'm hard on for it.
Are you? This is ridiculous.
Okay, so I feel like Arsenal fans are tough on him,
That's better.
and he like consistently steps up when Jesus is out. Like, he may not score every time. He's not like the point forward you want, but he will sometimes scrap out a goal, which, again, like, I don't want him starting for the team, but like as a backup, I think he's a good backup.
Good bench guy.
Can I make a completely unrelated note that I'm not sure if we ever brought up on the show before?
Sure.
There's a referee in the Prem named Tim Robinson.
Yeah, I knew
we
that.
talked about this.
Oh,
At
did
least
we?
we have off air.
Oh, we haven't talked about this on there.
I knew about it.
because I
Me and
just
Dan
realized it
100%
now.
talked
Yeah.
about this.
Sick invite, guys.
Yeah,
We
what
sent
the
it
fuck?
in the group chat on Instagram. You clearly just don't read what we sent.
Matt, you literally sent something on Instagram while we were recording 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, it was some really good looking mac and cheese at Darcy's.
I didn't have
That's
time
so
to read all your
funny.
messages.
Shout out Darcy's.
I don't have too much else to say other than
I mean, it's a 5.
I project,
Yeah.
you know, no one's surprised about this result, and Tomiyasu gets his first goal for Arsenal, so
Good for him.
happy for that.
I like to point out 2 minutes ago, Brian just went, yeah, I was shocked to get a win against Sheffield, and Arsenal just absolutely fucking doghouse them.
Because we are bad at soccer.
Football.
Most American thing I could have said right there. Fuck it. Bournemouth 2, Burnley 1. Exactly how I thought that was going to go.
That's a game that definitely happened.
You want to know what else game happened? Wolves and Newcastle 2-2. That happened.
It was actually a fun game.
Yeah, Callum Wilson fucked me.
Yeah, well, welcome to Nketiah.
I like
Screwed me in fantasy.
I like Gary O'Neill, the Wolves coach or the Wolves manager.
He likes you too.
Well, he was at Bournemouth last year, and he helped keep them up. And then they sacked him because he basically said, "Yeah, they're not giving me any fucking funds." And then Wolves were like, "Hey,
God.
we blow. Do you want to come coach us?" And he was like, "Yeah, I'll make you guys not
Average.
terrible."
Super average.
And he's doing a real good job. And I mean, Wolves have looked good outside of scoring goals.
Did anyone see the pen in this?
In the
in
I
this
have no-
game?
Newcastle game.
It's the Wilson's second goal is a pen.
I'm just saying.
Oh, I did see it.
I'm just saying, when we take weeks off, the first week back, this podcast is immensely funnier, and I'm having a great time.
But yeah, the foul that gets called against Wolves for their pen against is one of the stupidest fucking calls I've ever seen in my life.
The refereeing. I don't
Like,
even want to start
this-
talking about
I'm
it.
sitting there, I was watching with my dad, and I'm just like, even my dad was like, there's just no fucking way, right? And like, he didn't even go over to the monitor. Like, they confirmed it without him even looking. And I was like, there's no way
I don't like that.
this is a pen.
This has been the worst refereeing I think we've seen in fucking years. You literally have a separate person with every fucking angle of every fucking replay, and you still can't get shit right.
Like, the problem is, though, is
I
it
don't
opens it
get
up
it.
to more criticism. Because it's like, listen, if you miss it live and you get it wrong,
It's
okay.
bang, 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 bang. It's
you
live.
get it wrong. But now you have 5 minutes to look at it, and you still get it wrong.
I don't know why. And like, little off topic here, but I feel like this year specifically, not just for the EPL, but you look at any other sport, especially across America, I feel like all refs have been just fucking abysmal everywhere. I don't know why, but
It's a very broad statement.
I'm just saying I feel like it's been shit everywhere. I don't know why. That's just how I feel.
Fuck the Premier League lacrosse goalies, man. They're refs. They fucking suck.
Why bringing the fucking goalies into this?
Yeah, because they suck too.
All right, Sunday, West Ham 0, Everton 1.
Shitty result for West Ham at home.
Yeah,
Yeah, for real.
I don't understand Everton.
I mean, I think that
They
it
stink,
just-
right?
I think it just goes to show that they needed a forward. They needed a good forward.
But do they stink?
Also, I think Jack Harrison's been big for everything.
Yeah, I think he's been great for them.
Fair.
And I think the fact that Calvert-Lewin's finally fit, and they have someone who can finish the ball and can do a little bit of everything.
He's fit for now.
Fit for now.
Yeah, I'll get
Yeah,
it.
give
Until
it
next game.
a week or two.
Yeah, I think that's huge for them because they had Decore and Harrison, Onana, and McNeil who are good but weren't getting that final product, and now they have the guy that can do
They
that.
should sign someone like Ollie Watkins. That'd be great for them.
If he
Ooh, that would be
would
good.
ever go to Everton, I think I would go there personally and throw hands.
It's an upgrade though.
Who would you fight?
Ollie Watkins.
Oh, okay. I think
I would lose, but I would fight him.
I think he would win.
Yeah, he would absolutely win.
Everton are bad, right? We can agree on that. I don't understand them.
Honestly, I think there's
I haven't understood
so
Everton
many teams
in
this
5
year
years.
that there's like Wolves is one of them, Newcastle's one of them. Like there's just no consistency in results and play. It's just very hard
Yeah.
to guess.
I just think it's crazy that Jordan Pickford's been England's #1 for
Stinks.
forever, and he's been on an Everton team that stinks for
Ever.
his entire career, except for
Excuse me.
Southampton before or something.
Sunderland. He was
That's it. Yeah,
on loan at Sunderland.
yeah.
And on top of that, he all around just looks like a dick.
He is a
Like
piece
I
of
feel
shit.
like that
You see his
matters.
hair?
Yeah, it's such a piece of
Top.
shit.
I would top 3 most punchable faces in the league.
It's like him, McTominay, and I used to think Jorginho was right up there.
Oh yeah,
Like those three have faces you just don't want to hit. You want to hit. I mean,
You don't want to hit.
you want to hit. They can hit.
yeah. I kind of want to punch McTominay.
Tim
He has a
Robinson.
punchable face.
References are crazy in this
One
episode.
guy who's going to be watching, I think you should
And
leave
and
and
appreciate
hear this
this.
podcast and be
He's
like,
gonna
yo,
be
what the fuck?
All right.
Clayton, you can have a
back
jizz off.
to
Go.
you. Villa beat Luton.
I mean, anything less than a victory here, and I would have probably not shown up today.
2-1 goals in this game.
Yeah, the Martinez one was kind of like both the golden goals were unfortunate. The Martinez one, Konza, I think it was, tries to head it back to him, and
What an
it's like a
idiot.
beautiful finish that he gets off the crossbar and then hits Martinez in the back of the head.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah,
What a
that's kind of funny.
stupid keeping decision.
And Luton,
fuck
the own goal, Lockyer, which is just like he's on his own goal line. He's got nowhere really to go. Diaby does great, and
Great.
yeah,
Great.
he gets the ball across. And I mean, anything. I don't have a lot to say because anything less than a win here, and I was like, this is why we're
This is stupid.
competing. Yeah, I will say though, going forward, it's going to be a fun little road for us because our next 5 matches, we've got Forest, then we've got Europa League against Alkmaar, then we've got Fulham, then we've got Spurs, and then we've got Europa League again against Legia Warsaw, and all those are winnable games. Even the Spurs game, I feel like.
Ooh, big
untested.
talk.
Whoa.
Big talk.
Big talk. Yeah, they're untested. We just talked about this. I think that's a game we could go in.
Are you home
and
or away?
win. We're away. That's the only hard part, I think.
Yeah.
Also,
Yo.
12 games unbeaten at home.
Good for you, man.
Wow.
Brighton Fulham 1-1.
Disappointing for Brighton.
Yeah, a little bit.
I think they're overloaded with the fixture list.
I think you're overloaded.
Nice.
I'm
just gonna move on.
no Marsh. I feel like it's kind of actually been hurting them.
He does bring that little something, that little spark. But yeah, I got nothing.
Same.
Liverpool beat up on Nottingham 3-0. Hi, Patrick.
Garrett's new roommate, Pat, would like to interject.
Yeah, kick me out.
Pat, you got thoughts?
Liverpool Forest, Pat, what do you think?
He said Gunners.
Yeah, Gunners. My guy.
Anyway,
Liverpool Forest. I
didn't.
we were not here.
Yeah.
Well,
I think
Liverpool won.
Slobozai, the only thing I'm going to say.
I was going to say the same thing as you. So go
Yeah,
ahead.
Slobozai has been
Say it
a
at the same
great
time.
signing.
Oh, you wouldn't.
You want to do it again?
Ruin the
yeah,
game.
let's do it again. 3, 2, 1.
Slobozai's
Slobozai's
been a great signing.
I hate
That was actually the worst
I
thing I've
fucking
ever
hate
watched
them.
on this
That was
podcast.
moderately romantic.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah, he's
this
been
is
a
the
great
last ever
signing for them.
episode. Thanks for watching. Bye.
But I mean, on top of that, they're just scoring a lot of goals in all their games, and that's not surprising. But Nunez is starting to score, which could be a scary thing for the rest of the league. I think Liverpool's a team that is quietly going to be a contender,
Yeah.
come the end of the season.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone beginning of the season was saying, not Liverpool, sorry. I think they even had United above Liverpool beginning of the season.
Wow. That
Right?
is-
Wouldn't you say some people would
No,
say
a lot of
that,
people.
beginning of the season?
United really was
Based-
returned the same team they had last year that came in
Yeah,
second.
yeah.
Or came in third. What place they come in?
They
Fourth?
came in third.
Fourth, third,
Third.
Yeah, because it was
third.
It was
City, Arsenal.
City, Arsenal, 'cause they
United.
choked it away, and then United. Yeah.
All right.
I have to get my digs in when I can, man. It's not looking good for me right now.
But I feel like they're one of the teams that, I would put them up there with, City and Arsenal right now, and Spurs.
Tottenham won the league.
Yeah.
Congratulations. All right. Garrett, you go first.
I was happy. I don't know. It was a 3-0 win, and it was just a complete and utter, just like one-sided dominant game.
We switched games by the way.
Oh yeah, we're going to City United
because that was 3-0 too. The last game, I don't think we ever said.
Oh shit. Yeah, City United. It's pretty funny too, because Onana actually had a decent game here,
Made some good saves,
and they still lost 3-0. I think we were 30 minutes into the game, and they put a stat that United had not completed a pass in the attacking third.
Fair point.
Yikes.
I have a question.
Surely.
The first penalty. Soft? Fair? What do we think?
I think it's softer.
I think if you look at almost every single corner kick or set piece into the box, you have to call
I think
that 90%
the mistake
of the
he
time.
made was that he just didn't run with him. He just left his arm there.
But you still see that all the time.
Yeah, I think it's kind of soft.
I said it was soft.
Yeah,
I'm agreeing with you that it was soft.
Yeah.
Someone else, one of the commentators or someone said, like, if it was a lower level game, like not as high profile game, they feel like it might not have been called. I kind of agree with that.
Because it's a derby game.
I think it's a derby. It's,
Yeah.
two Manchester teams. It's a high profile game. A lot of eyes are on it. They want to be safe and call a penalty on it. I don't know. I just feel like, again, it's a consistency thing with the referees.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not. We just dominated the game. There's just really not much else to say.
Haaland dominated the game too.
Yeah, Haaland had a great game. He was actually able to hold up play. He had a couple chances. Like I said, he could have had 3 or 4 in this game. Onana made a couple great saves. They actually asked him after the game. They were like, how'd you feel about Onana saving that shot in the first half? And he was like, well, we won, so I don't really care. And he scored 2. It wasn't like he got shut out on the day.
Yeah. Should Ten Hag be concerned for his job?
Yeah.
That's part of my rant.
Okay, go
Oh,
ahead.
wait, first, I just want to call Anthony a little bitch for kicking out Doku's legs because he's a little bitch.
Oh, yeah.
Literally gets on, gets absolutely sauced, and just fucking chops his legs down.
Yeah, he's a fucking
That's
pussy.
fucked
The
up.
worst.
All right. So, and this is me and my emotions taking into the Carabao game in effect today too, because we stink. We lost 2-0 again.
You guys suck.
Yeah, we blow. So, I made a comment earlier in this season that all hopes and dreams have been lost. I now fully back that.
Your lies, Squidward's hopes and dreams.
Yes, no, I fully back that. And I've been saying, maybe Ten Hag give him, whatever, let him work out the kinks. He's got, let him bring
a lot of kinks.
And I said before, Glazer's out. Maybe that's the issue. Here's my final thoughts. Here's what they need to do. Glazer's out. Ten Hag, I don't know where the fuck you go, but you fucking leave. Bring up all the youth players, fucking somehow drop everybody else, and go back to the championship. Because I'm fucking done. I can't fucking do this anymore.
You know what? The one thing I'm tired
I'm
of
fucking done.
is people making the Arteta and Ten Hag comparisons. Because, yes, they both didn't have a great first season, but it was also Arteta's first time managing.
Yeah.
And Ten Hag came from a successful Ajax team. It's not the same.
And, you look at Arteta's team when he took over, he had David Luiz, Mustafi.
Who made that comparison?
I've been seeing just over social media and things.
Oh, I don't know. I would say that's a bullshit comparison.
It's just not the same.
No,
it's not the same scenario. They're just like, well, Arteta had time. Well, yeah, Arteta had time because they let him finally sign players he wanted, and he had a system that actually was changing how they were playing as opposed to just not being good.
And I might get some shit. I don't really care. I don't understand what he's doing half the time as a coach. And somebody said something not today, but I saw something on Twitter, and someone tweeted, it was like he's lost it. It seems like he has no control over the players anymore. If you look at the players, you had Varane healthy, you had Mount healthy, you had a bunch of other guys healthy, but you still go with this weird back line, whatever the fuck it is. I mean, it doesn't make sense. You're still starting McTominay. I get it. He scored for you, but I don't think he starts, especially in the game against City, where you need all the possession you could possibly get, and he's just not that guy. I don't know. I think he's lost it. I don't know where we go from here. I don't know what happens right now, but we are in complete and utter shambles, and. I always wear a United jersey. I ain't fucking wearing one under this. You want to know who I wore under this, Garrett? I had a fucking Messi jersey on because he won the Ballon d'Or. And I'm proud of them.
I'm wearing a Villa jersey under my sweatshirt.
I'm not.
If anyone
I have a
cares.
City
I'm not.
sweatshirt on.
And you know what? All you those United fans, how can you wear a Messi jersey? You're Ronaldo United. Fuck that. I'm fucking done. I said my piece.
All right, let's go Citizens. That's the last game, right, that we had to go through?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's preview next week's games real quick.
All right. Let's
We
bring.
actually ran through that pretty quick. I'm very proud of us. That was 35 minutes.
We
Nice.
sprinted
Woo.
through that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said, we'll be more in depth next week when we don't have 14 days in between, a sickness, a trip to a different state.
Country. I state. Yeah.
No,
Country.
I don't remember leaving the country this time.
Fuck, man. I am in shit. I'm hungry.
I didn't know Nevada was a different country. Did you guys?
All right.
No,
So Saturday, November 4th to Monday, November 6th. We'll start it off with Fulham hosting Man United. We lose 2-1. It's just going to fucking happen. I've given up. Wheels have fallen off.
I can see that happening.
I
too.
so
Like,
could.
very-
too. I wouldn't even be
Right.
surprised about it.
Right. We're going to probably start Johnny Evans, McTominay. I don't fucking know.
He'll score the one goal too.
Yeah. Mano might be back. I'm happy with that. That's about it. Yeah, we're going to lose 2-1. Who wants... Yeah, we'll just go this way. Garrett, you're going to get Brentford at home against West Ham. What do you think?
I don't really feel confident about either one of these teams right now. I feel a little more confident about West Ham, but they're away. Let's go 2-1 West Ham.
All right. Dan, you're going to get a real barn burner here. Burnley and Palace.
At Turf
I
Moor.
think Palace are going to win. Honestly, let's go 2-0. Bounce back W.
Clayton, Brighton travel to Everton.
1-0 Everton.
All right. Garrett, we're back.
Wow. A little controversial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Garrett, we're back to you as City is going to host Bournemouth.
4-1.
Ooh.
Wow.
Bournemouth, nice. Sheffield.
Real quick, I would just like to say I quoted us crushing West Ham like 4-0, and we beat them 4-1. So my fucking predictions are all very close to accurate.
Is it right?
You mean that one that
That
you
was
predicted
one.
was close to?
Yeah, I
Mine-
know, but you guys were like, "Oh, that's so many goals."
You said predictions.
It sounds like
you
you've been
said-
holding that in for a while there,
You,
man.
you,
I
you
have.
go,
I forgot to
no,
bring it up
You go.
when
You
we
go.
beat
All
them.
my predictions have been close.
And then
You
listed
got
one.
It's more than you guys got.
I actually predicted us almost losing to Wolves, and then we lost to Wolves.
I'm gonna. Speaking of Wolves, Wolves at Sheffield. I'm gonna go with a explosion of goals. Let's go 3-2 Wolves. Fuck it. Dan.
That game out of all games, you pick an explosion of goals.
Yeah.
Sheffield to Wolves.
Yeah. Defense at a minimum.
Sheffield sits like 9 back.
They can't score a goal.
Watch this. Fucking watch.
Now
this.
what's like? Can we get like a number? Like is it like a 3.5 over? Like
I-
what are we talking? What's a lot of goals in that game?
You said
I
3.
said
2.
3-2.
Oh, so
So
5.
5.
Oh, yeah,
We
yeah,
got
5.
goals.
Oh,
That's a lot of goals.
We're going goal explosion in this one.
Okey-dokey.
Dan, Arsenal are going to Newcastle.
Just real quick. Sheffield have 7 goals in the season out of 10
And
games.
after this, they're going to have fucking 9.
All right, sorry. I'm nervous about this game. I think
we should all watch this game at Darcy's on Saturday.
I think this could be our first loss
That could be done.
after soccer.
yeah, it's at 1:30.
Oh, okay.
Right? Am I reading the clock
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I
It's
think
1:30.
you're right.
Uh,
I'm
Yeah.
nervous. I think it could be our first loss of the season. I'm hoping for obviously a win, but I think a draw would be a good result. I'm going to go 1-1.
all right.
But it could easily be a Newcastle win.
Clayton, Villa are going to Nottingham.
3-0 Villa. I'm staying hot.
Alrighty then. Garrett, Luton are going to host Liverpool.
4-0.
Ooh, another
I
goal.
don't think this one's even close.
Another goal explosion. And then we're going to wrap it up on Monday. Sole game on Monday. Big one. Spurs hosting Chelsea. Let's get everyone's input here. I think Spurs fuck them up. I don't think the 3-0. Anyone else have any thoughts on this one? It's a big game.
2-1 Chelsea.
Ooh.
Wow.
You guys, I think.
We can go Spurs 2-0.
Fuck yeah.
Wow,
I'm going
not physical with you,
2-2 tie.
I have a weird feeling. I don't know. It's just one of those games where I feel like Chelsea's going to show up.
Poch going back to
Going back to
Ooh,
Spurs.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's a lot going into this game.
I think Mudrik's going to get a red card. I'm just throwing shit out there now. I got nothing to lose.
I think a guy from the stands running in the 37th minute.
That'd be sick.
Make a video next week if it happens.
All right, well, there's game week 11. Previewed, done, and dusted. What else we got in the agenda today, gentlemen?
I'm gonna do a guess a player, but I need a second, so please riff for a minute.
Riff.
We can go back to the whole Messi won the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna end with that, but do that while I'm doing this.
Yeah.
Clayton,
If
I have qualms.
let's hear.
I have zero qualms, by the way.
So
Let's hear the qualms.
It's a win-win for Garrett because he likes both players, obviously.
Very true.
But go ahead. You go first, but I have thoughts after.
Yeah.
I think Messi deserved to win
Hang
the
on,
Ballon
time to
d'Or.
fuck with
Winning
the
the World
audio.
Cup, it's the pinnacle of his career. It is the cherry on the top of the sundae that is his career
What
of
kind of-
winning fucking everything.
What flavor Sunday?
I don't know, man.
Just go on.
Go on.
I think that he
Ignore him.
He deserves it. It's a great thing for him, and I don't want to be come off as like a Messi hater for this. However, I will now come off as a Messi hater because
What the fuck?
I don't think that he should have won it. I think it should have been Haaland or De Bruyne, probably Haaland, because Haaland had 50 plus goals in the season.
Yeah, it's gotta
won
be.
the treble, and if we're doing it on the logic of, the World Cup is the biggest trophy ever, why didn't Xavi or Iniesta win it when Spain won the World Cup? When Iniesta had that remarkable season, scores the game-winning goal in extra time against the Netherlands, takes his shirts off. Everybody remembers that. We all freak out. It's like one of the most imprinted images on my brain. That's like a Ballon d'Or worthy season. Then, if we're gonna justify that the World Cup is the pinnacle of Ballon d'Or success,
I agree. Like, if he doesn't win the World Cup, he doesn't win.
Well, hold on. Another thing. If it's not Messi, if it's another person who has the same kind of season, same, statistics, same wins the World Cup, the name is not Lionel Messi.
let's put it this way:
versus
Mbappe.
Haaland, who wins?
I think it's Haaland. If
I
it's
agree.
Mbappe,
I
if
agree.
Mbappe wins League One and then France wins the World Cup,
It's about
is he winning the Ballon d'Or?
That's
or
my
is
thing. It's like
Haaland
I'm not mad Messi won it. He had a great season.
Oh, I'm
won
not
the
mad
World
either.
Cup, but I just think what Haaland did in terms of the goals he scored, the treble, basically leading City to a treble.
Unless Haaland does it again this year, he will never have that level of success.
I agree.
I mean, he'll still probably win the Ballon d'Or
Yeah.
based on his domestic career because he's an amazing goal scorer and he's going to play for amazing teams and do amazing things. But the treble and the season he had and all the doubters he had going into the season saying, I think he's going to flop, I don't think he's going to do it, and then he goes and scores 50 fucking goals.
Yeah.
I think he got robbed. I think I'm happy Messi won it. I think that the people who vote for the Ballon d'Or, I think that they are very skewed toward international trophies.
I agree.
Especially when it's the World Cup, because it's every kid's dream is to win a World Cup, and I just think that it's tough to look at it and be like consistency. Oh, so this is what's going to win you a Ballon d'Or this year. But no, last year it was this.
But if you have this last name, it might edge you out a little bit here.
And we can say the same thing about the year Frank Ribery got chipped for it, or the year that Lewandowski got chipped for it. It's like it's so fluid with what wins you the Ballon d'Or.
The rubric's changing constantly.
Yeah, and that's what frustrates me.
What about Alvarez? He won the treble and the World Cup.
Exactly.
That's right,
I mean, he didn't have as big of a
I
hand
know,
in that
season.
season.
Yeah, but still,
silverware-wise, he walked home with everything.
Yeah.
I do want to say or ask this, because then we'll go to the guest the player. But Dan made the point that
Yeah,
Garrett,
I commented at some point.
you
I
like.
want to hear your thoughts
Yeah,
too.
I know,
I was
because you're going to fucking battle me here.
I was gonna say you made the point, Dan, that Garrett, obviously, you've always been a big Messi fan,
True.
and you're a City fan, so you like Haaland. Your thoughts on this? What do you take away from Messi winning?
I think it was the right decision. Still, again, obviously I love Haaland. He helped us win a treble last year. But I just think if you look at the highlights from both players from the past season, yes, Haaland scored 30-something goals, 50-something goals. It was great. We'll say he didn't do much in finals. He disappeared in some of our bigger games. Most of those goals were scored by the likes of De Bruyne and Rodri. I also just think, Haaland was the better goal scorer. Yes, 100%. However, Messi was the better dribbler, assist, playmaker in most of those games.
It's a fair point.
If you want to go, who's the better?
All right, so World Cup final, Messi scores a penalty.
And scores a game and winning goal in overtime. That gets
In the World Cup final?
yes.
Yes.
Scores a goal in overtime.
Yes.
which then gets tied, but also scores a goal in overtime.
Yes,
Yes.
you're right. I was looking at the wrong game. I'm sorry.
Were you watching the game?
But
You
let's
don't
put it
know-
this
you
way:
don't know ball.
what stops Di Maria from being the guy that wins
Di Maria's dog shit.
the Ballon d'Or that year? He won the World Cup.
Yeah, he didn't have 35 goals and 20 assists.
What did he do in league play?
I know, but it's League One. Like, does that really count? I'm sorry. Does it?
Oh, he just pissed off some people.
It's this year it wasn't even ranked in the top 5 leagues.
That's fair. Point.
Was it the Dutch league technically beat him out,
That's
or
fair.
the Belgian league?
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, listen, the argument against the leagues is fine. Obviously, the Prem's harder talent. But I'm just saying, like, if you're going all-around player, I still think Messi won the World Cup, had a decent club campaign, and he's just all-around a better player.
They still won League One.
I also feel like
Like he didn't lose the league. He still won the league.
Yeah, absolutely.
obviously the World Cup and international play is important, but like I think it's unfair to players from nations that don't have a good chance of winning the World Cup or even being in the World Cup. Like Haaland, he didn't have the chance to get.
That I agree with.
He didn't get the chance to have the stats that Messi did in the World Cup because he wasn't there because he
It-
plays
and-
for Norway.
But
And if he
another
wa-
stat though, if he was that good, could he not carry his team to make the World Cup?
Yeah, but
Norway-
Norway versus
Messi
Argentina is a
didn't-
big difference.
Come
No,
on.
I'm not saying Argentina. I'm not saying Messi carries them to the. Although
Yeah.
he actually did in qualifying. He actually fucking ran the last
Yeah,
couple
but
games.
look
to
who
get
he
them
had
there.
with him compared to what fucking Haaland has with him.
I mean, Haaland has Odegaard.
He's got
playing
Odegaard, but
balls
that's-
in. That's not bad.
But
Not at.
it's,
Your
you're
team's going against again. You're in
I
Euro.
think I
which
can name 3 players in the Norway team.
I think if-
probably named 10. On
I think if Norway makes the World Cup and say they even just get to the knockout stage, and Haaland puts up the numbers that Messi did, or he puts up those crazy goal scoring numbers that he does, and Messi still wins, all fucking riot.
I think that
I think international play is it's obviously important, but at the same time, I do think that they take it much higher than league play, and I don't know. It should be somewhat even, though. I get it, it's a big stage, but still, when Haaland's scoring a goal every other half of a game, if that, right? He's scoring maybe more than that. Like, what the fuck?
I mean, you can make this argument every 4 years with the World Cup that the World Cup is the pinnacle of footballing trophies. That a World Cup player should win the Ballon d'Or, but that's not how it works. So I think that the fact that they gave it to Messi, I think that it's great that he won it. It's a great almost kind of send off for him for the retirement league that is the MLS. But
Just piss people off.
the MLS
He's not
is a
wrong
retirement
there.
league.
better than League One.
No,
Hey, you remember a few years ago we got yelled at to support local?
we do. We go to Red Bull games, but they're
We
fucking
went to
terrible.
a Red Bull game together.
I haven't been to a Red
I won a
Bulls
Red Bull
game.
game on one
I've
of the
been
fucking
there.
yeah,
I went
we've
last
been
year,
there.
but we haven't
I-
gotten together.
I haven't been to an MLS game probably in 7 years.
You guys want to go?
Can I just do a quick
Wait, can we get hammered?
counterpoint to Matt's Iniesta argument before?
There we
Do
go.
tell.
In club that year, Iniesta had 1 goal and 9 assists. Messi, who won the Ballon d'Or that year, had 47 goals and 11 assists.
You're making my point though. Haaland had 50 goals.
Right, but Messi also had 57 goal contributions. Haaland had 60.
What did they win trophy-wise?
Messi won the World Cup and the
No,
league.
that season.
Well, they won the same things except Iniesta won the World Cup.
Exactly. So why is Iniesta not?
Because there's a 40 goal difference.
It's Andre Iniesta.
It's a 40-goal fucking
It
difference
doesn't
in a
matter.
year.
It's Andre Iniesta.
And you could also argue Iniesta doesn't win what he wins without Messi scoring 50 goals.
Nah.
I'm sorry. I don't think if Andre Iniesta is not on that field, he's one of the best midfielders in the world.
I
You're saying
again,
he's
I
not-
agree with you.
But when they look at this shit, they're not looking at, wow, look at all the successful dribbles and passes in the middle. They're looking at the actual goal contributions.
I still think
yes,
that it's,
they won the same shit, but one won the World Cup, but one also had 30 something more fucking
goal
goals.
contributions. Like, listen, the World Cup's been weighed forever. Like, Cannavaro won the fucking Ballon d'Or the year Italy won, and he was a defender. Obviously, his stats were not what they were.
Yeah.
Like, it's always going to be biased towards the World Cup. Like it wasn't like, let's not say Messi only won the World Cup. Like, he won the league and still had almost 60 goal contributions last year, which to any other player is a great year.
And he carried the MLS to success.
Well, that doesn't count. Towards
doesn't
it, but-
count.
Sorry.
I just think it's ridiculous that they're weighing the World Cup the way they are when there's
I-
players that are doing so much more.
I agree with you. I will say that. I wholeheartedly agree with you.
I would say so much more is a stretch.
Doing a lot more.
I agree with you. I think they take the World Cup. It's like, what? I'll say 70-30. It's what it feels like.
Yeah.
The rubric seems to change, right? Based off international play. Seems to change every year. And I think there just needs to be some consistency. That's all I ask.
Let's put it this way. If you take Messi out of PSG,
Yeah.
they still win League One. But if you take Haaland
Yeah, because
out
it's a
of
fucking
Man
Farmers
City,
League.
do they win the treble?
They probably don't win the treble, but they
No,
still
They probably
because
win the league or
Because it's a
domestic
good
cup.
fucking league.
They'd probably
League
win
One
2
is
out of 3.
dog shit.
Exactly. He was the whole key to that team scoring that many goals. And this is the last thing I'm going to say on it, and I'll let you guys say one more thing too. But it's just, I'm glad Messi won the Ballon d'Or. I thought it was great for soccer. I just, to say with the refs, with everything that's been going on this year, I just want there to be some fucking consistency with this. And there
good
isn't.
luck.
To the awards, to the refs, to the cards they're giving out.
Oh, speaking of consistency with the awards, Emi Martinez,
Yeah, I don't know how they do that.
that was insane. You saw that, right?
Listen, I think he's a world-class goalkeeper. I love his shithousery, but best goalkeeper in the world?
Well, did you see, though, he was ranked below, what's
Yeah.
his name, in the Ballon d'Or rankings?
Bono, right?
Yeah, but got the
Got the best
goalie
goalkeeper
award,
team.
which
I was
made
like,
no
how do you
fucking
do that?
sense.
You want to know who got votes on the Ballon d'Or? Blew my mind. Fucking Onana. Blew
He
my
had a
fucking.
great year. That's why he got signed by United. He just sucks now. Except
Yeah.
for this week. He actually had a good year.
That's what we do. Okay.
Moving
Garrett.
on.
So we said we were going to fill some time.
Well, I wanted to have that discussion at the end anyway, so I'm kind of happy it killed the time there.
We got that done. Garrett has a little guess the play. What
I
the
do have a guess the
fuck?
player.
Oh, my keys. Garrett's got to guess the player for the lads here.
If this
And
is
then,
Haaland and I don't get it,
That would be so
pissed.
funny.
and then I have a little EPL best bet if you wanna follow it.
We can
Don't
do
do
that
it.
if you'd like.
Yeah, can we?
All right.
Here
Ready?
we go.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna start off with this.
How many guesses each do we get? I have
3.
Oh.
Also, we're sitting in a very awkwardly seductive position if you're watching that on camera, so I'm going to move my leg down now. All right, ready?
Yeah.
I am 29 years old.
Jordan Ayew. I'm kidding.
He's 32.
I know.
So, to you.
That was kind of funny, though. I did like that. I appreciate that.
That doesn't count.
No, don't.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Nah, I don't care.
I was born in Barnsley, England.
This is a current player, right?
Yeah, they're all. Anyone I do here is
What was the
Currently
age?
playing.
29?
he's 29.
29.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
I attended Pennystone Grammar School.
What the fuck?
What
would
the
we-
fuck?
How
Jack
does that help
Harrison.
us at all?
No.
Damn.
I
I was like, if you're naming a school, it's got to be in the U.S.
I have an idea, but I want to hear one more.
I came up through the Barnsley Youth Academy.
Jordan Pickford.
No.
I was
Fuck.
thinking Pickford too. I don't know why.
Because you were talking about punchable faces.
Yeah.
I feel like it's going to be an Everton player.
I do too. Tarkowski.
No.
Damn
All
it.
right, so we all have one guess then.
All right.
I got one more guess.
I've scored 1 goal for Everton.
Fuck. We knew it was Everton. We were right on it.
Shit.
Wait, but he might not be on Everton now.
Oh, no, he might not be.
Why am I helping you guys?
It's just funny
You're
to
just a
think
nice
about.
guy, man.
You think we all wouldn't have thought of that?
All right, next.
Probably.
You ready?
Fuck off.
I've scored 3 goals for England.
Oh. One goal.
Is it?
This man's
Look up
Googling
your-
what I'm saying
Yeah,
right
you
now.
can't
No,
look it up.
I'm
You're
just looking at
cheating.
rosters, man. Relax.
That's cheating.
Whoa. Put that
Alright,
shit away, you
fucking-
fuck.
Dwight McNeil.
No.
How many more clues do you have?
I mean, I could rip as much as I can off this page if I want to.
All right, because me and Dan are alive.
I mean, there's obviously ones I could give you
I got
that
one
would
more.
make it
No,
easy.
you don't.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, he does.
Are you
You're a
ready?
teacher. Count to 3.
Oh, I thought we got 2 guesses.
No,
sir.
3.
3.
Oh, what the fuck?
Are you ready?
Yeah.
I wear the number 5.
Harvey Barnes.
No.
Fuck.
When does he ever
What
play
was-
for Everton?
What was the English Premier League
Has he
or
not?
the English appearances with 5?
No?
He has 3 goals for England. I said.
Oh, 3 goals for England. Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
I'm 6'2".
I'm between 2 players right now.
Yeah.
Can't be who I'm thinking of. Why are you looking up shit now?
Yeah, cheater.
We just saw the game.
I'm looking for Harvey Barnes, who I just guessed.
Imagine all this fit him except for like 6'2". It'd be kinda funny.
6'2".
Oh, why did I think he played for fucking Everton? The fuck's wrong with me?
All right, rip it.
I left Everton in 2016.
Oh, you dick.
No, it's not a dick.
I have another guess, but I'm gonna hold on.
I don't want to risk my last guess until I'm a little more sure.
Yeah.
I have 2 left.
Actually, I don't even know if he played for fucking Everton. He probably didn't.
29.
Next.
Yeah, go next.
Yeah.
I was gonna give you guys a stupid one, but I'll give you an actual one. I'm teammates with Bernardo Silva.
John Stones.
Damn it.
John Stones.
Yeah.
How did it take us that long?
I knew it had to be. I had to be a center back.
The next one was gonna be my wife's name is Millie. I'm just gonna keep throwing stupid hints at you guys.
Oh, I would have got that.
Dude, you got to stop with the I was born in. I'm never going to fucking know that.
Well, at least it gives you like
I went to
an international
grammar school
idea.
at.
Well, some of them gotta be funny.
But I
Fuck.
guessed. I thought Penny School was in fucking U.S.
By the way, the reason I added Bernardo Silva is because apparently his dog is named after John Stones.
Really?
That's
That's
awesome.
actually kind
Yeah.
of fucking
That's funny.
cool. I'll give you that. Whoa. Never mind. I got a best bet for you guys.
Oh God! All right, fade it.
Whoa. This one's gonna hit. We have in the Manchester United Fulham game. We have over 2.5 goals in that game. There's all parlay. Three leg.
Damn, Fulham's going to score 3 goals?
I said the game was gonna be 2-1 Fulham. And then we're gonna go over Crystal Palace goals against Burnley. Palace,
Like just Palace goals, or
just
like,
Palace over 1.5.
You should back up what you said before in the Sheffield game and bet the over.
the over 5.
Yes, you
Oh
should.
no.
Yeah,
That's-
really.
That's
no.
not my best bet, but I'm gonna bet it. Don't fucking
Alright.
worry. I'm gonna bet over 4.5. Watch that. And then my final one is I took what I take.
Looks like Brighton.
Yeah, I took Brighton over Everton. So that is a 3-leg parlay at plus 930.
Mm.
I can't wait from all the legs to just not hit.
It's all
Fucking
gonna
awesome.
fucking.
I wonder if
hit.
anybody out there is losing thousands doing the same bets.
They're like,
as
this
you.
is the best bet. I gotta do
If
it.
Or making
anybody's
thousands,
losing-
betting
or
the
just
opposite.
fading everyone.
Thank you guys. For
Honestly, that's a decent place to leave it. We did an hour
Yeah,
episode
no.
on a recap.
Yeah, we rushed through everything. Sorry. Next week will be.
better,
More in depth
Slower.
and on our game again.
Thank you for listening.
Thank
Thank
you
you for
guys.
watching.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for listening. Premier League and
You
Pints
don't have to
on.
talk fast. There's no like time limit. You can just
No, there
talk
is.
at
There is.
normal
We have
voice.
to get done in the next 10
5, 4.
Nope.
I love Dan.
3.
Thank you guys so much for watching. So much
2.
for listening. At League Pints on
1.
all the social medias: TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. You can watch Premier League and Pints on YouTube. You can listen to us on all podcast platforms, even though you're probably listening to one right now. And we appreciate you guys sticking with us, even though we took what was that, about a week off?
About 2
Week and a half.
About a week and a half, 2 weeks. And we will get back into it, but we appreciate you guys. Thank you.